That's right, Katleho. We're talking about Decor for the perfect day or morning wedding. And we've got Decor expert Alwyn Botha joining us in studio. Goeiemôre, welkom by eXpresso.
Hallo Liesel, hoe gaan met jou?
Goed, en met jou?
Lekker.
Ons gaan 'n bietjie mengelmoes vandag, Engels, Afrikaans en gooi, want ek weet daar's Engelse woorde, Afrikaanse woorde vir 'n paar goedjies. 'n Oggend of 'n dag troue. Waar begin 'n mens? En ek meen, my sussie se troue was verlede jaar. We pulled our hair out because we couldn't think of decor ideas.
Exactly. Well, we did manage to get up quite early this morning, so I think it's more than appropriate to go for the morning wedding. It's becoming increasingly more popular. I think it's something that gives you a bigger and a longer day.
So more time to party.
Exactly. So the great thing about morning weddings is that you can actually look at a greater scope of things. There's no need to necessarily go overly dramatic. It could lean to something a bit more organic, more natural. And there's so much happening in fashion and in trends at the moment with regards to these sort of floral patterns and natural things.
What is happening in terms of trends and fashion?
If we looked at, I found this beautiful dress.
I love this hat. I was wearing it this morning. I will put it back on my head.
This incredible dress that my colleague recently bought. It's a vintage dress, actually.
Who would wear this?
Anyone would wear it.
Not the bride.
Not the bride necessarily, but it could be something that the bridesmaid wear. But the idea there is, and that's also what we're doing at the Valdivie Luxury Wedding Workshop, is that we're actually looking at trend and how things can be interpreted to make sense and to work for your wedding.
Yes.
So looking at something as simple as a beautifully inspiring dress could really lead to a lot of decor ideas for the rest of your wedding. Isn't it incredible?
And it feels lovely.
It's amazing.
So
and the idea of very fine print, the slightly brighter colour, and it's something that we've actually sort of brought through into this whole look and feel that we've got going here. So detail, really something that is so easy to put together. If we look at these lovely bright chairs that we've got going there, that one there, cushions, there are such a host of really beautiful fabrics going at the moment. So it's something that you could really look at incorporating.
And rule of thumb when it comes to colour?
I don't think anything is really a no-go at the moment, and the nice thing that we're seeing is that it's going so much more positive. It's really bright. Your neons are making a slight comeback. But, you know, for a wedding, if you want to contrast that, you know, we have this beautifully bright lime green vase here, but we've combined it with something that's slightly more vintage, a bit more thing, looking at this cake tin. Exactly. So the idea that mens daar so ietsie kan insit,
something old, something new, something borrowed, something
exactly.
new. Yeah.
So I don't think you should be afraid to combine things that necessarily wouldn't always go together according to the rule of the book. But anything, you know, if we carry on with our idea here, my rule with the floral bit, when it comes to the fresh flowers, is actually just to group things together when you're using all kinds of bold prints. So we've used white, which is, I think, classic wedding colour.
Beautiful colour, yes.
But slightly more informal in approach right through. Napkins could be a very bold print. Your underplate or your napkin holder or your placemat could be very bright. We've got these beautiful little boxes in front here that were just folded from old books and things like that. So it's really something to play around with and not to be afraid to use bold print.
And then any other tips for people who are planning to get married and planning that morning wedding?
I think my most important thing about morning weddings and weddings in general is to really have something that works for you. It's not about listening to what other people do. It's really saying, but this is my need.
You always find that. The mother-in-law, the mother,
terrible?
The sister, everyone would like to give their opinion.
There's always
and
that 10 cents worth.
Yes.
Now, I think, look at what you like, just using these beautiful cloths,
yes.
And look at those shorts that we've got there.
And you know how much I love shorts. I could wear this to someone's wedding.
So find something that you really love, interpret that, look at it, what is it that you like because of that, and then see how you could actually make it work for your wedding and for your decor.
And the fun thing about a day wedding is you can get away with wearing the shorts. You can get away with not having to go out and buy an expensive dress.
I think if people could sort of step away from the written rule and actually explore and see what we can do, and that's exactly what we're sort of packing out at the Celebrate Luxury Workshop.
So we're saying at this luxury workshop there is no written rule when it comes
There's
to
no
wedding.
written rule, and what I'll be talking about especially is how we can interpret trend and how we could look at the way that we want to do it.
And what are some of the other trends that you're seeing coming? Because, I mean, you've travelled, you've seen some trends overseas.
The nice thing, as I said earlier, is that the rules have sort of started going. People are doing what they love to do. There's a very big gap again for classic. People really want to go for the beautiful things in life again. And then there are still the quirky things that come through. So it's about eccentric, eclectic, and then a good hint of classic.
And all about having fun. Now,
Exactly.
stay with us here on eXpresso. Dankie Alwyn, het was lekker om met jou te gesels. Ons vat gou-gou 'n break, and when we come back, our wedding chat continues.
Stay with eXpresso and SABC3.